All right, Matt, pay attention because today what we are going to be doing is making some just sweet, simple, to the point burgers. It's a very simple thing. It's something that every man should know how to do, but it's something that people consistently get wrong. So here's how you do it. So what we got, I've already brushed our grill down. I've got it preheated to about 500. It's going to drop when I open it, but that's okay because I like to cook these burgers at about 450. I've got 6 ground beef patties that I made earlier. Now these are 85-15. Some people go 90-10. What that is talking about its meat to fat ratio. Okay, it's fatty meat to lean meat ratio. This is an 85% to 15% lean patty here, and that's the type I prefer. Some people like 90-10. Some people like 80-20. I split the difference. 95-5 is a waste of time. It's just going to come out tasting like a beef-flavored biscuit. So here's what we're going to do. We got our 6 burgers. We're going to pop open our grill. And something has fallen down on one of my burgers, or one of my burners. It's causing it to smoke something awful. But very simply, we're just going to take them dimple side up and just lay them out. You know how we do it. Just like that. And then we're going to close the lid, and around between 4 and 450 we're going to grill it. We're going to cook them like this for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Now that's not all we're going to do on this side, so don't just wait 2 minutes and flip them. What we're going to do today is do some grill marks on them. So in 2 minutes what we're going to end up doing is we're going to give them just kind of like a 25-degree turn. Maybe that's 45 degrees. Yeah, 45 degrees. Why not? So 2 minutes from now, we're going to pop this back open, give it a little 45-degree turn, close it, let it cook for about 3 more minutes, and then we're going to flip them. And I'll check in with you when we're ready to do that. Okay, that's been 2 minutes right there. We're going to open it up, take a look at it. That's looking good so far. And like I said, we're just going to give it a little, ooh, hello flame. I want to avoid those if at all possible. I think I got some butter on my flavorizer bars the other day, which is kind of falling out and freezing up right now. But once we close the lid, that'll cut down on that. I was cooking some buttery wings the other day and must have done that. So that's all right. So now we've got them with that 45-degree turn. We're going to let them set like that for another 3 minutes. And then after that point, we're going to flip them. And the heat keeps jumping back up here. But we want to try to maintain about 450 degrees. Keep that needle right there. And I'll check back in with you when they're ready to flip. All right, it's been about 3 minutes since we gave them the turn. And so what we're going to do now is pop this back open. Now, I didn't really talk about the dimple. Whenever you make your burger patties, you want to include a little dimple, because what it does is it lets the burgers kind of stay flat, and it prevents them from shrinking up so bad. And see right there, that's what we're looking for. That's that grill mark we were looking for. Woo, these are juicy. Look out, you. So we're going to do this side just like we did the other. We're going to give it 2 minutes. Man, I really need to clean this thing. We're going to give it 2 minutes. Turn it. Let it cook for about 3 more minutes. But about midway through that 3-minute mark, we're going to put our cheese on. And then they're ready to come off after that. So 10 minutes total. Easy peasy. Very simple way of cooking burgers. Just got to keep that needle right where we want it. So I'll check back in with you when we're ready to do that. All right, it's that time again. We're going to open her up. Ooh, hello, fire. Ooh, get down, get down. Yeah, I like them charred a little bit, I guess. That happens sometimes, but that's what happens when you don't clean your grill. So we're going to give them like this for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes like this. And then for the last minute, we're going to put it on our cheese, and we're going to let our burger buns toast. And we'll check back in when we're ready to do it. Okay, here we are. Our needle has fallen just a little bit to about the 400 mark, but that's okay because we got a lot of residual heat built up in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to open her up, give it some airflow, and then we're just going to place our cheese on these burgers. That's something that I like to do for mine, make the cheese a little bit smaller, but for you, you can just pop them right on there, like that. And like I said, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to place our burger buns, and we're going to put them right up here on the resting rack to toast for one last minute before these burgers are ready to come out. Now, my grill ain't quite big enough to accommodate them all. So what we're going to do is, for just one more minute, we're going to let those kind of cook. So let me talk about some things that kind of make your burger cooking better. Number one, keep the lid closed. Open it as little as possible because that's what lets your heat build up. That's what makes the heat happen inside. When you're constantly opening it and checking your meat, don't get paranoid. It's cooking in there, I promise, okay? You got to learn to read this rather than what's in here. The other thing that you need to watch out for is sometimes you see people take their spatula and press on their burgers. Don't do that. Do not do that. It's a horrible idea. Burger gets its flavor from the juices inside. When you push like that, all you're doing is pushing all those juices right into the flames. Okay? So don't do that. Make sure when your burgers are going in that they're going that just like most of our other meat, they hit the grill while the grill is hot and the meat is at room temperature. If you put cold meat on the grill, it kind of shields the inside of that meat, so that by the time the inside gets up to temperature, the outside is charred, and you don't want that. So, I've been talking for about a minute here. I'm going to put this cheese over to the side. I'll eat that later. Let's take a look. Look at that. Now, the reason that we toast the buns, pretty simple reason really, is because it helps prevent our burger from being soggy when we bite into it. It helps prevent the whole thing from getting all soggy on us. It kind of helps propel some of that moisture coming in from the bun. So, we'll go ahead and kill the flame. Uh-oh. Like I say, there's something on those flavorizer bars, and that's why you got to clean your grill, Matt. There you go. I'm not just making this shit up, I promise. Alright. Look there. They're not perfectly toasted, but they're close. And there you have it. Grilled burgers. Now, you can check your thermometer. You can use your thermometer to check the insides of them. What you're shooting for is 145 degrees on the inside for medium rare. And it looks like we overshot it a little bit and got into the mid-50s. That's okay though. Some people prefer it a little closer to medium. I don't, but you know, got a little hot in there, so that's okay. So, as I said, Matt, don't push your patties down on the grill. Let them cook. Keep the lid closed. Trust the process and let them cook. You're not doing yourself any favors by constantly opening your grill and pushing all the moisture out of your burgers. The other thing that I want to say, as far as spices and things, I make my own patties. If you get your patties, that's fine too. Generally what I put in my spices, if I don't use a premix, is just simple salt, pepper, maybe a tiny bit of paprika. Some people put a little bit of brown sugar in there to give them that kind of caramelly flavor. It's up to you, man. You can go wild with different spice mixes, and that's completely up to you how you want to go, what flavor profile you want to give it. Anyway, I hope you learned something today, Matt. It's just going to be a short, just quick, here's a burger video, but I hope you learned something. Stay healthy out there with the virus and everything, and I'll talk to you later.